Hello, hello.
Hey everyone, you've got two voices in the background today.
You got two for the price of one. Kristen Fagan is here with me, Sara Oehler, for Kit Day. She's backing me up because my husband is going to be leaving on transport to go get his MRI and a back x-ray. So she just generally comes to Kit Day now because, I live in a 3-ring circus and you never know what's going to be happening each and every day anymore.
I'm telling you, you just have to really, it's like such a,
it's crazy.
Practice in patience and being
I've never
okay
had
with
to be so patient in my whole entire life, honestly.
Being okay with not being okay.
I just realized I forgot my glasses too. Let's see. Let's test if Alexa will work for a kid to come bring me glasses. Alexa, announce.
What's the announcement?
Could some really sweet and lovely child please bring me a pair of mommy's glasses? Thank you.
Announcing.
Oh, that's great.
Sweet and lovely child, please bring me a pair of mommy's glasses.
What did people do before this device? I don't even know. Let me go unlock the door too.
Okay. I don't have that device. I don't use anything like that.
Well, you need to get on board. You've got like adult children that can bring you things.
Yeah, right.
Could some really lovely child make me a hot tea and bring it over here, please?
I'm going to take off these banners so they can see us.
Okay.
Since we're chit-chatting, but you'll find out when you have adult children, they're not gonna bring you things.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, Gail's Alexa asked what the announcement is. Hi, Evelyn. You're activating other people.
Alexa's talking to your Alexa. All right, we got to get busy. Thank you for the glasses. And now if you could lock the door behind you, that'd be great.
Thanks, Evelyn.
Now I'll never get rid of her. Oh no, what did I do? All right, really, will you shut the door behind you? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That's the best thing that little device does. Honestly.
No, that is super helpful. It's way better than me just what's great is I used to just scream up the stairs or something. But kids all wear headphones, especially in my house. My teenagers all wear headphones. So I'd be yelling dinner or whatever.
That is the next level, Alexa. It will tap in to the kids' headphones.
And then nobody would come. Like Bert and I would just be eating dinner, and we finally had to start texting them like dinner is ready, because they wouldn't hear us yelling, and everyone has headphones on. It was just so silly.
Oh my gosh. You guys have these problems. Thank you, everybody. She's very sweet. And she's not sick, thankfully. So that's been nice, too. She's the one kid that is not sick right now. So
hooray. You've got one. Now you just need two more.
Favorite kid right now. I know, yeah. I don't know. Some of you keep on the Caring Bridge, but Hazel puked last night. Jack had a fever all last weekend. He's had congestion for 3 weeks now. I'm like, is this kid ever going to get better? I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's definitely been like the starter and the ender here, right? Like
Hazel's almost always the starter. Yeah, Hazel started it, and she's probably starting something new now.
No.
Evelyn's usually the last one. Okay, Evelyn, we see you. Bye-bye. Love you. Okay, you gotta go. Gotta go. Thank you for the glasses.
Yeah, Sarah, you are sounding a little bit better. Still a little congested, but not as bad as last week. So
I know. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It
Who's
is
drinking tea? Did anyone else bring some
I
special tea?
wanted to get tea, and then I didn't. I ran out of time. Maybe apple.
Alexa.
I know. Oh, she would probably happily make me a cup of tea, but
Right?
then she would be in here for 10 minutes again.
Yeah.
Rosanna,
I'm
little
drinking-
ones are germ machines. It's awful. And we don't even have kids in school. Like, I just don't even know what we would do if our kids were in school right now. It would just not stop.
It depends. I mean, because I do feel like you build a like you build up your system, because my kids were not
Yeah.
sick that much. So when you're exposed to
know.
more, you're not coming down with as much on a
I
regular
know,
basis.
yeah, my
But
kids
then that's
haven't
not true.
exposed more though. That's the
I was
problem.
like, that's not true for other kids though. I do know kids and families that were sick all the time. So I don't know. It just, you
Yeah.
just don't know.
I mean, Jack, for example, was 6 months when the pandemic started.
Mhm.
So he's going to preschool right now and he wears a mask and he hasn't gotten sick all year. It's always Hazel. It's almost, I shouldn't say that. It's not always Hazel. It's almost always Hazel.
There you go. Nice
He
catch.
gets it first.
Those always and nevers can be very tricky, can't they?
a little harsh. Yeah. A little too harsh.
I'm drinking, this is called Vitality Tea. It's a bit strong. It's not my favorite flavor. It's a little robust, I should say, but it's got reishi mushrooms in it, chicory root, ginger, and green tea. So it's a good immune one.
Thomas says his kid is not sick very much, but Thomas, you are sick the most of all
Thomas
the
was
people I
always
know.
sick.
Yeah. And I know you're getting it from your kid. So it just seems like he must be bringing it home. He just gets over it.
He just
more
doesn't have,
than
he
you.
doesn't have as many symptoms or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Rosanna said she had to homeschool her grandson as he's immune suppressed and was sick every other week when in public school. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to know. I mean, I think in our situation, you know, we rode through the pandemic and then having my husband diagnosed with cancer like shortly after, we're just kind of on the homeschool bus for now. And then we just deal with the bugs that we come across in between. And it's really not that much. I mean, we've had norovirus over Christmas, right? We had something over Halloween, and then we have something now. I think 3 times a year is like pretty standard for most people to get.
Joey says she doesn't eat sugar. Man, if I couldn't eat sugar, man, would that change things? I eat so much sugar.
It sounds hard.
Hard. We used to always joke with Hudson because he very rarely got sick. And he's kind of I don't know. I guess a stubborn kid would be the word, but we would like, he's just so stubborn. He's like too stubborn to get sick.
I wish I was that stubborn.
My husband and I Bert and I used to always say that because it always seemed like the rest of us, something would happen. And he's the one that's out and about, like more than any of us. He's probably like Thomas's son, probably brings it home to everybody else, but he's cool. Like,
okay, that's it. I'm ordering tea. Everybody's telling us their teas and it just sounds so good.
It does sound good.
Alexa, announce.
What's the announcement?
Evelyn, will you make me a surprise cup of tea? You pick the flavor.
Announcing.
Oh, she's going to love this.
Evelyn, will you make me a surprise cup of tea? You pick the flavor.
She's going to be so excited.
Everybody's Alexas are going off. Sorry. Maybe you'll get
ginger lemongrass tea. That sounds so good. I love ginger and I love lemon. Oh my gosh, that's right up my alley, Caroline.
Yeah, that'll be tasty. All right, let's open the kit while we wait for Evelyn and my tea.
Speaking of tea.
I mean, we're like 20 minutes in and we're still just hanging out.
And we're still just talking about
tea. This is a eating video, right? Anyway. So I had serious FOMO last week for this Sundance video that I didn't get to do because my life is a 3-ring circus. But Kristen did, and she started pulling out all these gorgeous beads from our gallery with Rosa to put online.
So many pretty beads.
And
And you
then
guys
Joyce-
have been like just snapping them right up. I mean, we've sold out of quite a bit of them too. So that's been awesome.
And then Joyce dropped them off so that I could show them in my video. And I watched the video and I got so inspired. So I made an Instagram reel with some of the same beads that Kristen used in her design, maybe slightly different. So this beautiful bib, these might be sold out.
They are. The last one sold today.
Look, they jingle.
They're so fun to wear.
And then it has a Sleeping Beauty turquoise. It has some of those beautiful shell and the Afghan gemstone or stone that is made to look like malachite.
It'll be up in like 2 minutes.
Oh my gosh, this is so adorable.
I've got my own personal chef down there. Is that cool?
That's amazing.
She's also very bored because her sister and brother aren't feeling well. So this gives her a little something to do.
Yes. An exciting purpose of helping mom out.
Yeah. So I made this design on Instagram Reels. You can check it out there. Some of the beads are still available. Some are not. I hope you'll check out the Sundance collection. It's, I think, still on the website, even though it's not on sale anymore. And get inspired too. And then also watch the full-length video because there were tons of good designs, many different designers. I think I counted 9 designers.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome. It was hosted by Abby at the Bead Place. She did a fantastic job. And we're all in talks about doing more trend videos. So if you have any ideas, drop them in the comments and Thomas will grab them and email them to me. And we would love to hear what your favorite trend idea is that a group of designers could get together and put their own unique twist on that trend. It could be a catalog like Sundance. It could be whatever you think. You know, maybe you're seeing something and you're just not quite sure how to formulate it into jewelry, like a movie that's coming up or big event, you know, like maybe we do one around the Olympics or, you know, who knows? I'd love to hear your ideas. Put them in the comments or email me anytime. You can find my email on our website, softluxcompany.com. Yeah, so today is our specialty design kit. I have it upside down. It's got some cute little teacups on it.
So cute.
And
this has got a little weight to it, this kit. We do have some of these left. So if you haven't grabbed your kit, you can still get them. And if you get yourself up to $59, you'll get a free bead strand, which you'll get there pretty easily if you buy both kits. So get the specialty and get our newest, which is the Rainy Day.
Rainy Day. Yeah, I can't wait to open that one. It's really good. Here it comes. Here comes my tea.
Oh, look, there's tea in here. I forgot that we were going to do that. Since I
Look
hadn't
at what
opened up.
she chose, Kristen.
Oh, the best mug.
Taste on it. These are my pandemic coworkers. This was our team during the pandemic. All right, that looks really good. Thank you, Evelyn.
I need to take this off.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. You can leave it. I'll have a strong tea. Thank you very much. You're the best.
Yay, Evelyn.
Okay. Am I done embarrassing you?
Oren says hello to Evelyn.
Right now. Oh, say hi, Oren. Okay. Oren, I love when you come hang out with us. Thank you for being here, little buddy. All right. Let's see what we got here. Oh, yes. This has some really good things in here. So on your orders, they're getting free rainy day bead strands, right, Chris?
They are $59 or more. You get a free rainy day bead strand for
Can we
retail
talk
and
about
designers.
the gigantic crystal in the middle of the rainy day bead strand, please? What in the world? That thing
I
is
know, it's so
awesome.
faceted too. It's
It's going to be such a great centerpiece for a necklace. It's got a lot of good sparkles in it. Some nice metallics. So free with your order. It'll automatically hop into your cart when you spend the right dollar amount. And where do I even begin? There's so many good things in this kit. All right, let's start with the Jesse James Beads Specialty Bead Mix. So as I noted at the beginning, my husband is taking a transport to the hospital. So I may have to pop out just to check on him and make sure everything's going okay. I said to Kristen, I think everything would be fine, but I always think that, and then everyone's like loses their mind when I leave the room. So so I may have to go check, but I think everything should be okay. Here is the bead mix. It also has some wowsy sparklers. Really pretty rose. Oh, look at that one. Like a champagne colored crystal. That's gorgeous. It's got some good little metallics in it, like little bead caps and little crystal findings. Oh, it's good. It's got some of those little squares. Very cute.
Rosanna says it sort of weirded me out that there is nothing in the cages. That's true. There usually is something inside those cages. They're just empty this time.
Well, they used to sell them just like this all the time. I feel like they've gotten away from doing that as much.
Ah.
It makes them really light. So if you wanted to use them for an earring, it would be really ideal because there's no weight inside of it, which is kind of nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
just a different look. It's a little more minimalistic, I guess, not having the piece inside.
Yeah. Our theme this time wasn't just like a cup of tea, but it was like the setting of a cup of tea. So a warm, creamy blanket next to a nice fireplace on like a big, huge, comfy chair with your big cup of tea.
So it was very like earthy, like ceramic mug of tea and like a fluffy woven, hand knitted blanket. Like those are sort of our trend inspirations.
Yeah. So we chose the bone colored soft flex beading wire. Such a pretty color. It goes with everything. It's just a really handy, lovely color. And it's a very creamy colored. You get 10 whole feet of that in the kit. A strand of 7mm fire polish with this beautiful gold overtone. We've got some 2-hole beads. And we've got some beautiful cinnamon colored ceramic beads that have gigantic holes. So you can use them with things like silver silk. And speaking of, we will be seeing our friend Nile with this kit in just 2 weeks, I think. He's going to join us and he will be showing us a project also using this kit. So make sure you're tuning in every Wednesday, 3 p.m. Pacific, to catch more opportunities to see designs using this specialty kit. You also get 20 of the 2x2mm sterling silver softflex crimp tube. You get an excellent findings package with a very expensive, we broke the bank on this one, special pendant. It is a spoon that is flattened, and it says, "I am brave, fearless, and strong."
This was such a good find by you, Sarah. Sarah found this. And it was so perfect.
I don't know that it was just me. I feel like it was me and Joyce. So I have to give Joyce credit too.
I
You
was
weren't
not involved. I was not involved.
but you were very excited when I showed it to you.
I was like, that is perfect.
Some jump rings in here, some ear wires, and at least one lobster clasp. We try to give a little bit of everything so that if you're brand new to beading, you can go ahead and start making now. But it's always good to buy more findings because there's always way more beads and wire than there is basic findings. But we give you something to get started with at least.
I don't
And
know.
then
Did anyone hear all of my beads go crashing to the ground?
no, did they?
Yes.
Oh, we've got some button beads in that same color as the bone. And then we've got what's called a picky bead, which is also a 2-hole bead. It's interesting because they're not, I was expecting the 2 holes to be in the middle, but they're not. They're kind of off-centered, which means they probably kind of can lay on top of each other, which is sort of interesting to think about. Have you taken those out, Chris?
I have the 2-hole beads in the kit, but not. Did you find some in the? Which ones? Oh, you're talking about the piggy beads?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was looking at the tile beads.
Look at how interesting they are. They're not, the 2 holes are not centered.
Right. So they have they kind of go a little wobbly back and forth, probably.
Yeah. Very cool.
Becky says it makes them stack in a cool way.
That's what I was just thinking, Becky. I love that. Oh, and then we threw in one of my favorite teas, peppermint tea, that you can open and enjoy with your kit. Our new kit is called Rainy Day. It just came out today. It feels hefty. There's some good stuff in there. We'll be opening that on the last Wednesday of next month. So that would be March. Is today? No, tomorrow's the 29th. Today's the 28th, right?
Today's the 28th. Yeah. So that's why we've got our leap year sale happening.
Right. Yeah. Did that start already today?
It did. We started it today. So
oh, tell them about it.
I will. Okay. So what we're doing is, because we've got 2 more days left in the month of love, we put the entire holiday category, which is all Valentine's Eve inspired. We put that for sale for 25% off. And some of that stuff is already discounted. Like the love note is already 50% off, the little love note stash. And we also have some closeout items in there, which could be 30% off, and you'll get an extra 25 just today and tomorrow, 2 days only for leap year. That was Damien's idea to celebrate that we were here on a leap year, and added a little something extra. So you've got that you can stack with your free bead strand. And if you get over $65, you get free shipping. So for the next 2 days, there's a lot going on.
You guys got to take advantage of that.
That's what happened. I was like, I don't know if we can do this, but maybe.
I know. I was like, I think it's a bit much, but okay.
It's a flash sale. It's only 2 days, right? So you have to get in there quickly to take advantage of all 3 of those deals stacking. But
is there a better pendant or mantra for me to be like holding on to right now?
It's perfect. Little did you know at the time.
I had no idea, really.
No idea.
I think I'll be using that pendant for sure. Have any of you used the pendant already?
I love it. I have to use it too.
Oh my gosh, this tea is so good.
What did she pick? What was the flavor?
She picked what she knows is my favorite, Earl Grey.
Oh, that was sweet.
Oh man, it's really good, especially because of my congestion. That was a treat. Thanks everybody for talking me into it. I'm kind of feeling these gold. Do I want gold and silver together? Probably.
Yes. Always yes.
Yes. The answer is yes, you do.
I really love this gold strand. This might be my favorite, like, fire
It's
polish
really pretty.
strand.
It's really
so
pretty.
pretty.
I did peek outside and I do see the transport arrived. So hopefully everything's going smoothly. Exciting. We'll get the MRI back tomorrow. And
It's exciting. That's
the
quick.
X-ray is because he has this terrible back pain that we can't figure out what to do about. So hopefully
They'll
we'll
get
be
a
able
handle on
to-
what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad enough to be going through treatment without having a bunch of extra pain. You know, I hate when he's in pain. So we're gonna work on that. Ooh,
Yep.
that's looking. I'm gonna go like sparkle-tastic.
Yeah, those are pretty. I like those. Nancy said she thinks the coin beads are similar to ones she used earlier today, just in a different color. Yeah, these are vintage, right?
They're vintage button molds, yeah. And when they make them, they just put the buttons back to back to make a bead. And they make them in lots of colors. We don't have them in a ton of colors right now, but we have in the past.
In the past, we did have quite a few, yeah. I feel like it's been a little while since we've had them.
Yeah, and good news, tomorrow we're testing live sale stuff. So we're hoping to be back in live sales weekly, possibly soon. We're working hard on it. So if you've been missing our live sales, I know there's like 500,000 different live sales now. But if you've specifically been going to our live sales since the very beginning, we are definitely the first beading company that was doing live sales. We will be back soon. And it'll be better than ever. We're going to use comments sold. I will be there with Joyce and probably Rosa. It's going to be a million times more fun than it ever was before. So I hope you guys are planning to join us. And we will post as soon as we know when it's going to start again. We will keep you posted. We're still kind of working out those details.
I don't know. I'm
come
just
join
try
us.
and maybe. Yeah.
It would be really fun to like we can have guests on. Like it's going to be great. It's going to be new and improved. And we're even working on an app. So that'll be an option too. I don't know when, but we're getting there. Give us a little more time. But I have specifically missed live sales. They were one of the highlights of my work time. And I'm very excited we'll be able to do them shorter, but more often.
I used to get roped into shopping them all the time. So
now you can
bank account is missing them, but I'm missing them.
I'm sure a lot of people can probably say the same thing.
I know. Rosanna says it would be so sad without Mike. It is sad.
You're going to bring a tear to my eye. I miss him so much.
I think about him a lot.
But you know what, Rosanna? He would love nothing more than us to continue having live sales and looking at beads and enjoying beads. Nothing more would make him happy. Than that.
That's so true.
And that sweet man has been still helping me because he a lot of his materials that he used have been given to me for Joshua since Joshua can't walk. So I think of him all the time because he's still helping me. He's not even here anymore. All right. I'm looking pretty good here. I'm liking it. I'd really like to take some vintage like paint and just like muck this spoon up a little bit, you know,
give it a little richness there. Yeah.
Yeah, like just like almost like when you take a collage and you add like a little bit of white paint, you know, like just I don't know, give it more mystique or mystery. I'm kind of feeling that.
I hear that. Ooh, I just don't know which direction to go.
These are interesting, these little flower beads.
Yeah, I have those. I actually pulled those out, and that would be fun, I think, to paint these because I can brighten them up a little bit.
Ooh.
Like that could be really nice. I might like to do
What
that.
are you making? Let's scoop over to you.
I don't know yet. I'm sort of playing.
Ooh.
I like these. I love the gold and the silver, and I like these little vintage cream molds. And then I thought these would be fun if I could brighten them up a little to add just like a little extra texture there.
Yeah.
And I really like these little piggy beads too. I'm curious of how they stack and if they would work.
I know. I'm going to string some of them just to see. I saw Nancy mention, sorry, I still have this cold and I can't stop coughing. The piggy beads make me think a weaving project is in order, a challenge for Joyce, maybe. Who is loving Joyce's video on Friday morning?
Oh my gosh, everyone.
It's so good.
It's so good. She's so great. And she just brings like a whole different flair and skills and fun. And it's just, yeah. I loved her clasp video this week, or last week, I should say.
Dorothy says she's so funny.
She is funny.
I do have on my power ring. Zach, you're right. You know what? I have on my ring that I got with Kristen in Tucson.
I love it.
My Kristen power ring.
I was wearing the other one, the blue one, the other day.
Were you?
My video. Yeah.
This is my kapow. Don't mess with me.
Kapow.
Kapow. Enough.
I like the idea of a bead weaving project. I know a lot of these people do that with these piggy beads. I probably couldn't come up with that on the fly. That would not be.
No, I think that's an excellent challenge for Joyce.
But that is a great idea.
Maybe Thomas, you can drop her an email and say it was suggested that she do something really amazing with the piggy beads.
No pressure.
Tiny bit of pressure.
A tiny bit of pressure. Add a little bit of
accept the challenge.
I really love I'm going to show you a few things I'm going to keep aside for when Nile comes to play, because silver silk is a little bit thicker. And so I do know that these beads go over the silver silk. I always love the ceramic beads. I've used them in a ton of different designs and I just adore them. But I'm going to save those. I'm also going to save these, which are so cool. I love these.
They're cool.
They are like knitted wire. They're kind of silver silk-esque, actually. But they have a nice big hole too. And I'll probably save these because of the same reason. And then, so those are a few things that are like really pretty on my palette that I decided I'm going to put aside because they are good for silver silk.
Yeah, I'm excited to see, just taking one of these strands of ceramic beads and stringing it on silver silk as a necklace, like a long necklace, is beautiful in itself. Like you don't really is. I'm always like a big firm believer in like you don't have to do a lot to make like a really interesting, fun design. Especially when you have beautiful beads or beautiful silver silk.
No, you definitely don't.
So that cinnamon brown look with one of his beautiful colors of silver silk on a nice like cream colored sweater. Like so pretty. And you really don't need much else.
Oh, I was hoping I had some of my paints right next to me, but I don't seem like I do. Where did I put them last? Oh, I over organize. Do you guys do that?
Thomas is my Alexa on StreamYard. Thomas, will you email this? He's my personal StreamYard assistant.
That's great.
I
want to.
otherwise. So
We
it
didn't
helps.
even talk about the new trios yet that I have.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have. We haven't done a new trios with the kit in actually quite a little while, and just today, we talked about it a couple days ago, but just today I was like, hey, I think we can do a new trios. Do we want to go ahead? We never had one like this before with the bone and the antique brass and the champagne. So this is a brand new trios set that you can find. It's on the homepage right now in the new products section. And after a little while, then it'll just go into the regular trios category. But isn't it beautiful? And
so, quick note, we are very close to being out of Champagne 019, and it will probably be a little while till we get another batch.
yeah,
So when you buy it in the trio, you get a discount. And I would think about getting some of that champagne color like ASAP.
I also want to point out that I spooled this one because I had just a very little bit left on my 10-foot spool. So I combined like a bigger spool, and look at that mess of spooling. And look at how beautiful these are. We are all hand spooled at Softlex. There's somebody in our warehouse that hand spools all of these sizes.
They touch every inch of the wire.
Really feel it, make sure that it is like in good condition, that everything looks right, colors right, there's no like weird little marks. And I just thought that was a great time to point it out because I was like, wow, this is not easy
She does amazing work. Yeah. It's not. And she does amazing work.
I did make it, Dorothy. I made it on a video. Oh gosh, I feel like it was in one of our beading party shows with our friends over at Jesse James Beads. I don't recall if I did it in addition to that, but we did have a little get together, and it is on our YouTube channel, I believe, somewhere.
I think they're pulling away, and they didn't need my help.
Yay! Sorry, I don't have more specific information for you, Dorothy, because it was a little while ago, but I did do it on a video.
Oh, Becky, did you get this kit? She's saying these colors would be great because she loves wearing autumn colors. They definitely has like an autumn vibe, but also we were thinking like wintry, where the leaves are completely fallen off the trees. You might have a little smattering of snow out there. I'm trying to still kind of keep warm and toasty inside. But spring is definitely springing here in the Bay Area, and I'm sure it'll be coming soon to all of your neighborhoods as well.
So bone is what was included in the kit, right? So I'm going to go ahead and use bone, which is one of I love all the neutral colors. I'm just a big fan of every Softlex color. Whenever we lose one, we get so sad. But I feel like bone is one you kind of can forget about, but it's such a warm, like neutral. It's so pretty.
It goes with everything.
It does.
It goes with everything. It's always amazing.
Because it can soften like sharp colors. It like kind of softens it, or it could be just a really warm neutral for the summertime, for the fall, for the winter. Yeah, it's a good one.
Nancy. Well, I guess it depends on where you're located. Since I'm in the Bay Area, my idea of winter is skewed. I have like flowers blooming outside and hay fever. So, but yes, some of you probably do have a lot of snow.
And mine's definitely skewed as well because the Arizona desert is like the best time in the winter. It
is a party in here.
We have a lot of people hanging out with us right now.
I know. It's
wonderful.
Wednesday at 3 p.m. This is what everybody does. They come
Oh,
hang
that's
out.
right. These are 2 holes. I have to think about that. I forgot about that.
Oh,
Do I have to do anything about that, or can I just do 1 hole?
I think you can just do 1 hole.
Let's see what happens.
It almost looks like a bead cap.
It does. You're right. It does kind of have a little bead cap vibe. Look how cute.
Pretty.
Yeah, that's really cute. Ooh, I wonder, what if I go backwards and do it the other direction? What would that look like?
I don't know.
Like if it kind of cups
Mhm.
the other way.
I feel like such a sense of relief that I don't have to be responsible for my husband for an hour or 2. Like it's just and I get to bead. Like what is happening? This is great.
It's a specialty kind of day.
I'm gonna sit here all day.
I like that. I like how that sort of like by cup, I did 3 in one direction and then 3 in the other direction.
Oh, I like it. Oh
And then
yeah.
it feels like it's a little
Sure.
more complete, right?
Yeah, it looks really nice.
It kind of looks like shell.
It does. Like
Just
is
feeling all
that
sorts of
shell? Is
shelly.
that the right shell?
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Life is good. I got tea. I got beads. I got a friend or many friends.
Oh, you have many friends.
Yeah,
Hey, Space Pickle Designs.
looking up.
How are you? She said it looks like shell too. I totally feels like shell. I don't like
That's okay. You don't have to like everything,
No, you just take it apart and try something else, right?
right? I am seeing if I would like a second strand, and I think I probably would. On my necklace here. These
Do you want
gold
to
millimeter are so pretty.
share what you're working on? Did you make any progress?
Yeah. Yeah, I made a
Puka
little.
shell. It does look like a puka shell, Sue.
Let me get back up where you can see what I'm doing. So I kind of finished up what I had there. And then I was deciding about a second strand with just the pretty 7mm. Because I just really like them. And I thought it would look nice with the second strand, like maybe hanging out right here. And I got to decide, do I want to sort of crimp that in place? Do I want to just sort of free flow 2 different strands, you know? So that's kind of what I'm thinking about right now. I think I'm going to put a few more of these.
I love all the mixed metals in that. It is so pretty.
I like it a lot too. It's really coming along nicely. So I'm kind of thinking maybe it would be 2 different strands.
Oh, Rosanna's saying a third strand and braid it. Rosanna loves braiding.
Oh, third strand and braid it. Whoa. You're really challenging me. Let me find my spool of wire. Why not?
Sarah's feeling so good. She's singing now.
In my deep,
Oh.
deep, sick voice. Does not sound great, but you know, you get what you get, and you don't throw fit.
Right. Right. Whoa, we did good on this kit.
I know. It's feeling very luxe.
It
Like it.
is. I don't know if some of you were afraid of the color combo, because it's definitely, it's a little more neutral, but oh my gosh, it's really luscious.
Yeah, I'm not afraid
How are
of
you?
it.
What are you all thinking about it? Have you played with it yet? Are you playing with it now along with us?
Ooh, I could put one of these big ones. I mean, if we're going to go all out, let's just go all out, right?
Kathy says piggy beads make a very pretty design in a spiral stitch.
Ooh,
Sounds cool.
that's good to know. Yeah.
What did Thomas say? I see some laughter.
Oh, no.
Thomas said, I love my sick voice. I sound like a young James Earl Jones.
Well, it's a good thing because you have a sick voice like at least 6 months out of the year.
I don't know. Has it gotten better, Thomas, that you're not traveling as much as you used to travel? Or is it still same?
Same. Now he has a little kid at home. I'm telling you.
No.
Do it to you. All right. I am going to take out.
He says, Enjo. Does that mean no joke? Enjo, Oren sends me all of the bugs.
Yes. It's a lot. Okay, so I'm going to take these 3 and I'm just going to clip them in with my bead stopper that lost one of its caps, apparently. There it is.
Oh, he said typo. I thought you were just like speaking cool kid language. I was like, oh, I don't know that one. Enjo.
My kids haven't taught me that one yet.
No joke. Yeah, they're beyond teaching me things like that now. They just roll their eyes at me, when I'm like, they're not.
Like middle-aged mom.
Yeah, for real.
Okay, so I'm grabbing all 3 strands and I'm going to string my 2x2 millimeter. We are giving one of these kits away. I don't know if you guys saw it whirling across the bottom of the screen, but if you did, it's true. And all you have to do is comment #specialty in the comments, and it will get you an entry to win. I have 70 entries right now, so keep them coming.
Nice.
Keep them coming. You must be here at the end to claim your prize, however. Okay, so I'm taking all 3 strands. I'm not thinking too much about where they are right now, other than maybe where that bottom one is, because I'm going to adjust on the second side. So it'll be fine. You don't have to put too much thought into it. I'm going to use my magical crimpers. So first I make that little square ravioli, and then I go in from the side and keep going around and around. And really, truly, if you guys have any trend ideas that you would love to see a group of designers take on, please do drop me an email or drop it in the comments here, so that we can talk with some of our buddies about putting something together. If you loved that Sundance video, we can do more stuff like that. Hopefully I can be there this time, but
I hope so too.
if
It
not,
definitely was
it's okay.
Oh.
Yeah, we probably just had a quick internet.
I got a low power thing on my phone. I knew that was going to happen.
Oh, that could be what's going on too.
Yeah.
Okay, so here is where I want to kind of like look. I want this side from this crimp and this side from this crimp to this crimp to be pretty similar. So I'm going to do a quick sort of measure on that. And then I want one of these to be longer and one to be a little shorter, and I can kind of play around with the lengths. But I think that's probably pretty good right there. So I'm going to go ahead and crimp it into place.
Oh my gosh, my bead stopper just saved me. I have just got like
Yes,
clumsy fingers today.
saves me. It's not all the time, but when it does, I'm very thankful and grateful. All right, so I got my 3 strands kind of locked down, and now I can take on Rosanna's idea, which is to turn this around and do some braiding of the 3 strands up the back end. You can do this with more than one color. So if you were to get the specialty trio, for example, you could do all 3 colors braided together. I've got just the bone here in the kit, so that's what I'm going to stick to. But braiding soft flex is just like braiding hair. You're taking your side strand through the middle, opposite side, and you just keep going. And it creates a really lovely look with the wire.
This 3-strand design is luscious. You're getting a lot of love for it.
It's very sparkly. I don't know where I'm going to wear it since I don't get to go anywhere right now. But I will wear it around the house happily.
Yes.
I always
we all
think
could throw a little sparkle around.
the home health people who come over, like the physical therapist and the nurse, are always probably like, this lady is ridiculous.
Where's this one going with her crystal necklace, 3-strand crystal necklace?
I know she doesn't go anywhere. It brings me joy, and that's all that matters.
100%. Oh my gosh. I know that top strand, the bead in the center is so pretty. What a great shape. I'm just looking at it more closely now. And it's like
pretty.
Not like
I'm going to bring it over
perfect.
to you since I'm just braiding over here.
It's like almost leaf-like. It's like not exactly, it has a little more organic shape to it than being like totally symmetrically geometric. So this is what I've just went with a little simple stringing today on this bone, and I'm just really enjoying how these little piggy beads add so much fun and like texture to this design.
That design is so you.
It totally is.
So you.
And now I'm just scooting this down so that I could put a crimp on this end, and then I'll let the rest of the wire just be the bone. I may or may not need a clasp. I'm going to see what happens. So pretty. This pendant is just like really special.
I know.
It has such a nice weight to it too. Like it's nice, and it's going to like hold itself, down really well.
Mm-hmm.
Not feeling too light or anything.
Yeah, serious pendant. It cost us some cash.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, this is expensive, but worth it.
Sometimes when it's like so perfect for the theme, we just have to do it.
It just has to happen. This is not a maybe. It's just like, no. This is obviously the most perfect thing to put in here.
It really was. I know. I love the white beads. I did not expect to use those today. Honestly,
That's cool.
Not usually where my mind probably would have normally went right away. And then I was like, oh, but they're perfect. Perfect.
It's interesting how they're off-centered like that. I was not expecting that.
Are they always that way, you guys? I mean, we're not really piggy beads people, I guess, because I know a lot of people use them in weaving projects. Oh, Rosanna was trying to figure out where the pendant came from.
Oh, it came from Vintage.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought too.
from our friends at Vintage.
So cool. They make some very pretty things.
They do. Yeah. And I love all the stuff they make from Greenville Studios too.
Mm-hmm.
They're able to make it in a bigger quantity more easily than Cynthia it always is. So it's kind of nice situation. All right. I am going to figure out my ending here. Are you making earrings?
No, I'm just adding the lobster clasp to the end here.
Oh, okay.
I want to find some of my paints and paint these little beads, actually. I'm sure I stuck them away somewhere very nicely organized. Oh, I know where they are. I know exactly where they are. I changed my whole bookshelf around to have like a bunch of stuff, and they're over there now.
Aha.
Ha! It
I
has
did
come to me.
organize them.
I did organize myself.
You guys, Kristen gets to go to Craftcation without me.
So sad.
Can we talk about
I
how
can't
sad
believe
that is? I am like devastated.
we had so much fun last year. Does
So much
anyone live in the Ventura area? Because I will be there.
And I
Maybe we can meet up.
and you can help me with my make it take it.
Maybe you want to come help me with my make it take it with Softlex Company.
We'll give you some Softlex
I don't
credit.
know. If that sounds interesting to you, please reach out if you're in the area.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to
Because
dump all of
by
it on
myself.
Kristen. It's a 2-person show, and she's gonna be doing it on her own.
I'm going to walk away and grab my paint. So if you want to go back to your screen for a minute.
Oh, okay. What I did, guys, is I took all 3 strands and I crimped again. And then what I'll do is I'll trim down to just 2, and I'll crimp one more time to attach my clasp. And if you want to use a jump ring, you totally can, because there's jump rings in here, or you can make a jump ring using soft flex if you want. I think I'll just attach to a jump ring since they're in here. Why not?
I think I saw Nancy says that organizing is the best way to lose things. I agree.
Yep, that's about right. So I'm going to add one more 2x2 millimeter crimp tube. I'm going to go into the lobster and then back into the crimp tube. I may have been able to smush the wire in a 4th pass in that crimp, but I didn't want to futz with it. So I'm just going to have 2 crimps side by side. They look like little beads, so I think it'll be a-okay. They're just going to be right next to each other here on the back end. And I'll go all the way around it, tightening down that crimp. And then I can come in and trim off my extra wire. And that's what that kind of looks like. And then I'll just do the same thing on the other side. I'll grab another 2x2. These are Softlex crimp tubes, so they're very thick and very strong. If you've had a lot of trouble with crimp tubes, it could be that you're using not good crimp tubes. So make sure you've got good quality crimp tubes. You've got good quality wire and crimping pliers to attach things. I'm going to look at my little loop on this side and kind of compare so that they look somewhat similar.
Oh, Rosanna, that would have been so nice if you could come help me. It would have been nice to hang out with you.
Yeah, I mean, Craftcation is so much fun, you guys. I am just bummed, but I will live vicariously through Kristen. She's going to join us on a Wednesday coming up from Craftcation.
I will. So
Spend
you
a
guys
little
can get a little
from
look-see.
there, see what she's up to, and that'll be fun. But it's not the same as getting to go and learn from all the wonderful teachers and just getting inspired from the variety of designers and people who show up there. That is my 3-strand necklace. It's so long I can't even fit it in the screen.
I love it. It's so pretty.
It
It's
turned
so,
out
so
pretty
pretty.
good. And it's a message that I definitely am going to take to heart. And I'm sure there's a bunch of you out there that need that message as well. Because sometimes life is hard, you know? It just is.
Yeah, it is.
Sometimes it's just
What a great way to show how to make a 3-strand necklace. Like, that's a very different style than I think people are probably used to. And it's so beautifully done. It's
Thank you.
totally cool
Thanks.
technique.
Thanks. I wasn't expecting to do a 3-strand necklace today, but you know, I never know what to expect.
Right. That's what's fun, right?
Yeah, that's why I love doing these videos on the fly. Let's see what Kristen's doing. She's got a paintbrush out.
I do. I am adding the Ultimate Paint in silver to the top of these beads. And it's kind of just giving it like a pearlescent kind of finish.
Oh,
So I'm using a silicone brush, and that just allows the paint to kind of sit on the brush. It doesn't like get soaked in by the bristles. And then adding it on top. And of course, I didn't prepare to be doing this, so I'm just wiping it away with my finger.
like the artist she is.
Instead of having a paper towel or something. But here's what it looked like, you know, to begin with. And then here is where it's looking now.
Your nail color is so perfect for the specialty set.
It is. It is. I've actually been wearing
video. You're so good with that.
Well, I've been wearing this color a lot lately, and it kind of has gone well with a lot of different things. So must be just, you know, if you're using silver or something.
If you're doing anything with silver metal,
You're sort of set. You're good. So I bought this nail polish because in the actual bottle it had like a color change effect, but I don't really see it happening when it's on my nails. So I was a little disappointed, but it's still
works.
It still works. It's still pretty, and I'm loving that. Look at that. That is so cool. So it went from like a dark.
It really makes the flower pop out more.
Right? So you can like see the pattern. So pretty.
Yeah, it's great. Good thinking.
Right?
I love that.
Just adds like a little
some of the vintage paints on our website if you wanted to grab a color or two and give it a test.
Oh my gosh, there's so many colors. Yeah. I went with this one just to kind of keep it in the neutral family because that's just felt right for this design. But yeah, there's a lot of really fun colors.
Okay, let me see what we have 88 entries in our giveaway right now. So make sure as we're wrapping things up today, you get your entry in scrolling across the bottom of the page. It says #specialty. That's what you put in the comments in order to enter. You can only enter once. It'll only count you once. But if you haven't entered yet, please enter. We're going to give one of these kits away at the very end of this video. And you have to be here live in order to win. That looks so good, Kristen.
It really makes them pop.
Beads have like a little bit of a color to them.
They do. They have like a little AB finish on them.
That's almost what's giving it that shell vibe, I think.
Yep, I think so too.
A little bit of color.
What a happy accident. Like I didn't know that was going to do that. And
what is
I love
the
it.
finished length of the 3-strand necklace? Oh, I don't know.
Can you put it on and see where it goes?
No, if that'll tell me. But I think I have a ruler in my bin over here. So just give me a minute.
Ooh.
I'll see what I can find. If I don't end up dropping everything.
I have to clean up my floor because I definitely dropped a bunch of the beads from my bead mix.
I know, it happens. I mean, you're not making a mess. Something's not quite right. Oh yeah, I have
Right?
my measuring tape here. Okay, I can measure it. Let's see what we got. So I'm gonna measure. How am I gonna measure this? Because it's
Kim, we did put these exact piggy beads on our website. We had some extras of a few things in the kit. So if you want some extras of the piggy beads, if you want some extras of these creamy vintage coin beads, those are online too.
it's 24 inches.
Ooh, that's a pretty length.
Let's see if you can. I've got weird light shining on me, and it's not that direction. This way. There we go.
I love it. It looks so good on.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's really, really pretty. So like a neckline right here would be, why are my fingers not coming together? Right up there would be perfect. So it's not sort of dipping into that lower neckline.
But if you had a little higher neckline, it would be great at that length. So it just depends on what you've got on.
Yeah.
I think it's so interesting how it is like more of a focal in the front instead of being like an entire collar. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Great tip on the braiding. I hadn't braided anything in a while. And it's really an easy way to finish up the back of your design. And it looks really elegant and nice. A turtleneck. Yeah, a turtleneck would be good for sure.
I have a few neck pieces that are like shirts that kind of have that boxy neckline, you know, and I think that length would look perfect with that.
I will be impressing our physical therapist, nurse, or occupational therapist in the near future with my design.
With your sparkle.
Oh, whatever makes me happy, right?
Yep, for sure.
Yours turned out so good too, Kristen.
Thank you. Yeah, I think it was hard to go wrong with these beads. That's for sure.
I know.
But
we do good kits. Let's pat ourselves on the back. We do really good kits. You know,
you do.
You can be relied upon to make a really decent, nice kit every time. What do you guys think? Yeah. If you think that's true, give us a thumbs up or a heart on this video, please. Check out our rainy day design kit, which is what I'll open on the last Wednesday of March. I'm excited about this one as well. It's got some really pretty. Why do I have this in my face?
It's a moody one. So which is really nice. That's all I'll say. It's like a really nice moody kit.
I've been very moody. I feel like I'm going to be definitely enjoying that kit. Thank you, everybody. We are going to give away one of these specialty design kits right now. So let me go ahead and share my screen. $97 entries. Oh my goodness. 98. I'm going to drink a little tea and give you just a minute in case you've missed it somehow.
That's wonderful.
Got my nice Softlex mug here.
She's so cute that she brought that one out.
I know. So thoughtful.
Very thoughtful.
There's the spooler that works so hard on your spools. Adriana, Shelly, Janet, who used to work with us, Angela, who does all the amazing shipping that you guys get so quickly. We've got Janice, our bookkeeper. James is no longer with us, but you guys all know and love James. The owners, Mike and Scott, Damien in the always in the background, helping out with everything. The beautiful and amazing Kristen, and I mean, who could forget Rosa?
Right. Aww.
It says friends are always together in spirit. And that's the truth.
And now
Okay.
Joyce didn't make it onto that one because she wasn't with us yet. However, she is on our Customer Appreciation Week mug that we did the first year. So if I double fist it, I will have Joyce and all of them.
We'll have to do a new one. We've had some new faces join us recently.
I
I
know.
think we're almost ready to do a new mug. Maybe every 5 years, we got to get an updated mug.
Mug. That makes sense.
Wanda!
Wanda!
Oh, I'm so happy for you, Wanda.
Hooray!
Yes. Wanda, if you already have the specialty design kit, just let Terry know when you email info@softlickscompany.com. Email, let her know you want a kit today, and you can choose the rainy day kit if you prefer. But I think the specialty kit is pretty special. So
I think so too.
I'll choose that one. Stop sharing. I assume Wanda's still here. She was here. Just
I see her. Yeah,
so
I see her. Wanda Woman. Whee!
I knew you were still here, Wanda. Congratulations. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. Thank you, Kristen, for being my nonstop backup for the last 4 months. You
got
are
it.
an amazing friend and coworker, as always. I've always known that, but I know it even more now than ever.
Aw, thank you. Happy to help wherever and whenever I can.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I need all the help I can get. Honestly, thanks everybody for being here. You can see us again, not us specifically, but Joyce again on Friday morning, 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. Kristen's back next Monday, right, Kristen?
I am 1 p.m. Pacific time for a free spirit beading.
Awesome. And then next Wednesday, is it Cassandra? I think that's joining me.
Yes. Yeah.
I have Cassandra Spicer joining me, and she just dropped some beads in the mail that I'll be opening up, and we'll be playing together next week. And maybe we'll get this new scoop on her new space that she's moving into.
Oh, that's so exciting. I know. They've been definitely in a throes of changing their spot, which is super cool. A lot of work, but always kind of fun to see where the next adventure. And speaking of Piggy beads, I bet you she has some designs on her page or on her channel somewhere, because I know I've seen her use Piggy beads before.
Definitely. Yeah. She's really good at using all of those really unusual beads, like Joyce is too.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully Joyce got her email from Thomas, my Alexa, on word. I need a new word for it. I mean, I guess it's just Thomas. Thomas, Thomas, can you do that?
Thomas is very helpful as well. He is definitely always helping us all out. And he kind of supports like every department in some way, shape, or form. Yeah. So thank you, Thomas, for all that you do behind the scenes.
Absolutely.
Oh, Joyce is planning up something as we speak.
I mean, when is she not? Joyce is also helping every department.
Yes, she is. That's what happens at Softlex Company, right? I mean, that's why we're like such a tight-knit family and such great friends, because we all really help each other out whenever it's needed. And that's why so many of us have been here for so long.
Well, we love all of you.
Nile is joining us on March 13th. So mark your calendar for March 13th. I believe that's a Wednesday. It'll be a Wednesday. So 3 p.m. Pacific time. He will join us for this kit. Oh, Thomas has got to go to T-ball. Thanks, Thomas. Bye, everyone.
Like, you ladies, stop talking. It's time to go. Bye, everybody.